Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Samp and Chance Boxing. I'm your host Bobby Sampson, and guess who's back in the seat beside me? Mr. Chance Michaels. How are you, buddy? Been
Doing
away for a
really,
little bit. You all good?
doing really good, man. Yeah, I got. I'm cracking the case on some that local Vancouver boxing historians. I got some good stuff coming up here. I've been doing a little digging and emailing and phone calling, but I won't say it yet till I know what's going on. But yeah, I'm trying to get some bring the local Vancouver boxing history scene to light a little bit here. I know it's a very, very niche market. Most people won't be interested in that. Only if you live out here, some Canadians, but something that yeah, I've been trying to dig up a little bit.
Well, you know what? It's admirable because we do live in Vancouver, and if we're not looking at our own backyard to see what's happened here, and some amazing stuff that's happened here. We've had Ali here. We've had, other
Well, I'm
great
talking about guys
fighters.
from Vancouver, the
That's what I
local
mean.
guys.
But it just in general, the boxing scene here does have a bit of a history. It's cool that we can bring it to light. So good on you, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, listen, we're here. It's finally here. All the talk is done. Well, almost. We have a press conference tomorrow, weigh in, and then after that, it's there. It is. Here we are. Canelo
Yeah.
Álvarez, Terence Crawford Stadium, Allegiant Stadium, big card. But you know what? Before we go there, why don't we go to Japan? Because on Sunday
Mm-hmm.
morning, Inoue versus Murjan Akameldiev is
Mm-hmm.
happening in Tokyo. Uh, Interesting, you almost wish this was on the same card. It would have made sense to have this happen on that card because of what that card was. If you were going to bring in Nue and introduce him to America, Netflix, man, this would have been the spot. Having him fight in Japan, I don't know, man. I think they missed the boat on this
Well,
one.
yes and no. If you, from what you're saying, is right, but from a financial perspective, it's better for him to fight in Japan. That way, he doesn't have to share a piece of the pie with Crawford and Canelo. He's going to sell out the arena in Japan. He's a huge draw, and you don't have to do all these cross promotions. We got Dana White involved here. We got Turkish involved here. We got TKO involved here. They're doing their own thing on the side. I hear what you're saying, but
Yeah, no,
from
I
a
get
financial
that.
perspective, this is the right play.
Hey, I get it. I think for the financial part of it, yeah, the short game, it's perfect. If you're looking at the long
But you
game,
can't
this
you
would
can't
be.
have three stars in the same card. There's just not enough money to share.
Yeah, but you know what? Those cards so big. It's a stadium show. Why not? I'm just saying, like, you got
Because
to
that
stack
means
it.
Canelo and Crawford have to take less money, and they're not doing that. These guys
Yeah,
are
that's
greedy.
unfortunate, man. That's
That's
unfortunate.
boxing's all about ticket sales and money, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. It is what it is. All right, let us take a look at this first fight here. We've got Inoue versus Akhmedov. I think when we looked at Inoue in his last fight, he got knocked down, and he says he likes to fight under adversity. He likes it when
Mm-hmm.
the pressure's on him. That being said, I don't see this being too much of a challenge per se, in my opinion. The challenge is there, it's always there. But I just think this is an Inoue fight for him to kind of, take. Your thoughts?
Give a little background on Akhmedov a little bit because most people don't know who he is. He's a 30-year-old Uzbek southpaw, 5 feet 5, 68-inch reach, former unified super bantamweight champion. So he's no slouch. He's on a 3-fight KO streak since 2022. He did have a split decision loss as his last fight against the Police. His latest win was an 8th-round KO of Luis Castilla on May 2025. He just fought. He's
Yeah,
fighting right again, right? What, 4 months later?
yeah.
But Inoue is the monster, number 2 ranked pound for pound fighter in the world behind Usyk. Depending what list you look at, some people have Crawford number 1, which I don't think he should be. But he is a huge, huge betting favorite anyway.
Yeah.
They're giving Makaldev no chance at all.
And keep in
I'm
mind,
giving him a
Inoue,
bit of a chance. I think he's going to last 6, 7, 8 rounds with them. It's not going
yeah,
to be a walk in the park.
no. And again, Inoue did fight in May as well, so he's been pretty
They
active as
both fought,
well,
yeah.
right? So we got two active fighters here. Uh, Quick turnarounds, I guess, in the
And I'm
terms of
not
the
going to have a
boxing
southpaw
world.
too, so that'll give Inoue a little bit of trouble.
It will. I think it'll take him a couple rounds to figure out. I got Inoue winning this by KO in the ninth round.
Yeah, and Makalev's got 79% KO rate. So he does have some power in his hands. But, anyway, speed, precision, his knockout power, and his
Yeah.
resilience. He got knocked down his last fight. He got back up, finished the fight in spectacular fashion. So this is not going to be a walk in the park. But, yeah, I agree with you.
I almost feel that Inoue will need to get I don't say that Inoue is bored with this
Mm-hmm.
competition, but in a way, I almost feel that he wants to get hit. He wants to be put in a spot of adversity in order for him to wake up and start doing his thing. Do you feel that sometimes when you watch his fights?
And it takes some. It's like Manny Pacquiao. Some guys need to get hit a few times before they wake up. They bring up that inner beast in them. There's some guys that I train. They're lazy at first, and then you watch them spar somebody get smacked a couple times, and the inner beast comes out of them. So,
Right.
But to sum it all up, with anyway sharp technique, his body shot accuracy, he's going to overwhelm Makadev. And like you said, round 7, round 8, it's going to go down, and the ref will step in there and finish this fight off. TKO. But it should be a fun fight, though, because Makadev is no joke. He's former champion, 79% KO rate. So, he could catch Inoue slipping if he's not prepared. He got caught last fight. We didn't see
that's
that.
it. That's it. No one saw it. But, I mean, that woke him up, though, right? So
I'm actually looking forward to a Inoue fight more than the Crawford fight, just because he's one of my favorite fighters to watch. I'm not saying it will be a better fight, but
I don't know. You know what? It might just be. It just might be, but we'll get to that fight. All right, let's move on. So let us move over to Allegiant Stadium now. This is the card for Saturday. We're going to break down about 4 of the main fights on this card for you guys. But we're going to start from the bottom up. We're going to start with King Callum Walsh versus Fernando Varga Jr., man. A lot of guys here with perfect records going on to this card, and a lot of these guys are 157. This card is stacked with 147, 154 fights, including, I believe we got one heavyweight fight on this card, and then we got the 168 boys as well. But a lot of 147, 154s here, and a lot of guys risking their perfect records here. And here's one fight where we have a couple guys coming into this fight with perfect records. I know that TKO and Dana White are very, very high on Callum Smith or Callum Walsh. Sorry. They've been, promoting him for a while now. They've been doing a lot of it under the UFC Zuffa banner. Now that they have TKO, he's probably going to be one of their first main guys signed to their new boxing promotion. That being said, I really feel that Callum is a good boxer, but I just don't think he's ever fought anyone yet in terms of high level competition or anything. So this is a big step up for him, in my opinion. It's going to be an interesting fight. I think this is going to be one of those fights that you're going to be like, oh man, I wish I didn't, skip it or something. That's the way I'm looking at it. I just think it's going to be fun. I think Callum has something that he really wants to prove. And then Vargas, the same time, he just wants to show that he belongs, in my opinion. That being said, I just think at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I'm giving the nod to Vargas. I'm giving the decision to him. I just don't think Callum is ready I don't think he's ready to face that kind of competition yet. Nothing against him. You look at the list and you look at who's fought who. I think Vargas has done more.
All right, well, let's kind of break down the betting odds. I posted this on X. Let's break down the betting odds here. We'll give you an idea where the sharps are at in this fight, because the sharps are usually fairly accurate, okay? Walsh is the heavy favorite here at minus 335, which means $335 pays you 100, right? He's got a 77% chance of victory according to the sharps. Vargas is the underdog at plus 240, so $100 will pay you $240 back. So that's where they have it. How I have it, let's give a quick little preview of it here. This is the prospect showdown, I'm calling it, right? 2 prospects, both undefeated, both young, in their early 20s. So I like that. It's fun to see the young guys. But they got Walsh's position. He's going to be the next big thing of that division, like you said, right? He's going to use his speed and movement early, with Vargas will likely press for a knockout. If Walsh can weather the storm, his technical skills could lead to a decision or late stoppage. However, Vargas's power could make for an upset. Long story short, I'm going to take Callum Walsh to win by decision. In saying that, this fight's like 60-40, could go either way. I really don't care who wins.
Yeah.
Of course, they're overhyping Callum Walsh. Of course, he's their fighter. That's what a promoter does, right?
Right.
But I just think Callum's a little bit more technical, a little bit more speed. Vargas is a little more heavy-handed. It's going to be a great fight. I don't care who wins. I just want to see a great fight. My prediction, though, I'm going to take Callum by a split decision. But yeah, I know. Great fight.
Yeah. For me, it's Vargas by decision. And again, like you said, it's a 60-40, almost 50-50 kind of fight here. My thing is, I just don't, all the hype on Callum, and
that's why he's such a heavy favorite in this fight, because of all the hype.
Exactly, but the thing is, I've watched him fight, and I haven't seen he's technical, he's skilled, and whatnot. But it's just nothing that makes me stand out and go, oh wow, this is the next big thing. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't come to me like a Xander,
no, he doesn't,
or an Abdul Mason, right? Like I look at those guys, I say, okay, they're the kind of the future. they're the kind of the future of their weight class.
This could be his coming out party, right? Maybe he's going to save his best for the big stage at Allegiant Stadium. This is a free fight on
Hey,
Netflix.
I get it. Totally, totally. It just the lights, everything. There's so many factors and variables in here, right? So let's see how it plays out. But
People are saying this will be the biggest fight ever watched. It won't be. That's Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. This fight's not going to break those numbers. This fight will do huge numbers, but it's not going to be those kind of numbers.
Well, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, you're probably right. All right, Sergey Bochuk. Good old Bochuk against Brandon Adams here, man.
Part two.
Part two. This is part
2021,
two. Yeah.
Brandon Adams knocked him out. This is a different Sergey Boyachek now.
Yeah.
But nobody's really talking about that. He got knocked out, and they're making Sergey Boyachek heavy favorite. To me, Adams is already in his head. He knows how to knock him. I get it. The last fight, Boyachek was dominating. He got caught late. I think it was round 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
And went down. But this is not going to be a walk in the park, man, because he's already in his head,
So he's already in his head, but then at the same time, it's that situation that you look at here. You got a guy, you already beat him once. How you motivate yourself to come back and redo the rematch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of times when someone beats somebody, it's hard to get that rematch because the guy who won doesn't want the rematch. It was a hard fight in the first place. Mm-hmm. Why would you want to go again with someone you've already beaten? You want to move on to the next thing. And we know how fickle boxing is, right? So I'm really curious to understand, like the psychology behind it, like Brandon Adams. What's motivating him for this fight? We know Sergey's motivated. He wants to redeem that, right? So I think there's more pressure on Adams here, in my opinion, to perform, and he might be overthinking stuff here, as we go along here, where, but then again, on the flip side, Sergey may be coming out like a beast and get caught again sort of a deal, but I think he's prepared for that. But that being said, man, I mean, for myself anyways, I got Sergey ending this, man, by TKO.
Yeah, he's definitely had since the loss to Adams, Boyachek's been 7-1, right? He's been hot.
Yeah.
He only lost that one fight, majority decision, to Virgil Ortiz Jr. Other than that, he's been going. Adams has been 2-1 since he's fought him, right? Boyachek is definitely a better boxer. People are saying Adams got a lucky shot. Well, maybe he gets that lucky shot again. I don't think Boyachek's gonna finish him. I think Boyachek can win a unanimous decision. Again, he dominated him last fight. Maybe that'll be the same plan. Maybe Adams will step back a little bit, let Boyachek punch himself out. He's a heavy favorite. Adams has nothing to lose. If we do see a competitive fight here, we're going to see a part 3. Right? It's only fair. Boyachek is definitely the favorite. I think he will win, but I don't think he's going to not come out. I'm going to say unanimous decision, Sergey Boyachek. Which should be a great fight because Adams got him last time, and this is great matchmaking to have this fight. So
okay. So you're going decision, and I'm going
unanimous
TKO.
Decision for Sergey Boyachek.
Okay, I'm going TKO for him. All right, let's move on. This might be the co-main event of the night. We're not sure what the lineup looks like, but we got Christian Mbili, transplanted Canadian, right? So let's go for him against Lester Martinez. I'm gonna be really straightforward here, man. I think when both guys are undefeated. Both guys are. Mobility's 30, he's 29, so they're both in the prime of their career. So we got 2 fights here at high stakes with both zeros on the line. No, 100%, and I think Mobility here, well, I'm sure he's the favorite once you get to the betting odds and everything. But when I look at this fight, I just see I see Christian kind of taking this fight as well. Very easily. I got him 5th round KO.
So the betting odds I posted next yesterday. So he's a -180 favorite. Christian Mobility. He's not a huge favorite, but he's 2-1 favorite basically. Martinez is at +150. So he's definitely the favorite. Let me break it down here quickly, right? So this, like you said, this fight potentially could steal the show. Both have aggressive styles, high knockout rates. Mobility's experience in power. And his proven track record against stronger opposition make him the favorite to win this fight. Martinez hasn't fought the same caliber as Mbili has, although Mbili hasn't fought the best fighters yet either. But Mobility's actually fought more reputable opponents than Martinez has. But Martinez has the height, he's got the power and the counter punching to make it competitive. But Mobility is going to press early, aiming for a stoppage, while Martinez will look to box smartly and land counters. If Mobility maintains his pressure, we could see a KO between, as I predicted on X, between round 8 and 10. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park. But Martinez is known for his chin and his defensive prowess. So in saying that, he's going to push Mabili. This will be Mabili's toughest fight yet, I'm predicting. In saying that, he still gets him out of there between round 8 to round 10. Mabili TKO. It's his time. He's actually older first time, but yeah, he's just too good, too strong. But Martinez is no joke, and this will be his toughest challenge yet. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it is the co-main event. Maybe Boyacek, as they haven't said yet.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it'll be Mabili, but we don't know.
Well, I mean, it makes sense to have Mabili because I mean the ramifications of him winning, and then the status of what happens with the
Well,
Crawford,
the winner of this is probably going to fight Crawford,
right?
Canelo. It's not official,
Right?
but that's what they're saying.
Yeah. Well, I look at it this way as well. I think when you look at Mobili's last 2 fights, he was, kind of tested a lot there too, right? I mean, it was arguable to say his last fight was his hardest fight. The fight before that was his hardest fight. So you see the gradual buildup in competition for him, and he has been tested. So this is why I'm going with the 5th round KO. I think he's learned from those experiences and those pressure situations that he was caught in, and kind of tested for the first time where he hadn't been tested. So I think he's got a lot in his brain. I think he's worked on a few things here that I, just based on some of the sparring that I've seen online and some of the things that I've kind of read on it. So yeah, I'm going to stick with my 5th round knockout, man. I think he makes short work of this guy.
Well, Martinez has 2.5 inches of height.
Yeah.
He's got great counter punching, and their knockout ratios are pretty much the same. Mabili is definitely more talented, but if you compare their numbers, they're equal. And Martinez is 2.5 inches on him. So if he can use his height, use his jab, step back.
Yeah.
Because Mabili's coming out firing. So he's going to have to counter punch. Counter punching is the key for Martinez here. Mabili has to fight smart. He doesn't want to get too carried away because this guy has almost equal power. And if he presses him too hard, this guy's counter punching is great. We couldn't see an upset. It's not going to happen, but I'm saying if he does that. But yeah, Mabili round 8, round 10's got it.
All right. Good.
Fight.
All right. I guess this is what everyone's been waiting to hear about. Canelo versus Crawford. It is finally here. Today it is Wednesday, so we have the workouts today, and then we have the final presser tomorrow, weigh-ins on Friday, and then Saturday. Hey man, it's time to go. This is potentially could be the boringest fight of the night. Potentially, in terms of just the way these guys start and move and whatnot. But I mean, it should be an exciting card eventually. But if they think it's going to be a slow start here, so much is being made up of Crawford going up in weight and this and that, and Canelo not being able to deal with the pressure and what have you. But honestly, man, I just think this is Crawford's to lose. I think all the pressure is on, sorry, this is Canelo's to lose. I'll go right off the bat. I think Canelo wins by decision. I don't think he's going to knock him out. I don't think the referee's going to stop it. I think he's just going to wear him down. I think my biggest concern for Crawford going into this fight, though, is how's that weight going to work? Like you can train and train and train all you want. You should know this, right? Like, I mean, training in the gym is one thing, but then actually competing is a completely different beast, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so it's like, how is that weight going to translate? Like once the lights are on, once the crowd's going, you're going that first round, you feel that first power punch from Canelo. Do you think Crawford will be slower, or will this translate? Like he's had a lot of time to work on it, but I mean, you don't know until you get in there.
Here's one thing I don't think people are talking about much. Canelo's 35, Crawford's 37.
Yeah.
Crawford is not in the prime of his career anymore. He's just not. I don't care. He's still an elite boxer. He's not in his prime. Nobody is at 37. Canelo's on the back end of his prime at 35, declining a little bit. Not saying he's not amazing, right? So these guys are older fighters. This fight would have been better 3-4 years ago.
For sure.
So this is the same age when they made a big deal about that they're old, but I haven't heard anybody talk about their age really. Nobody's saying it.
Well, because I think to a certain extent they're guys
trying to sugarcoat it. I think
maybe they're sugarcoating it, but at the same time, it's just like Crawford does fight at least twice a year. Or sorry, Canelo does fight. I think, and that's the other thing here, man.
But they're still old, man.
No. I understand that, but you look at this from this perspective as well. Crawford has not had a fight in almost a year and a half, almost 2 years, waiting for this.
It's been a while. He's actually got I don't know a lot of people aren't talking about this. Actually, Crawford has a 4-inch reach on Canelo.
No, he does.
He's only half an inch taller, but he's got a 4-inch longer in the arms. It's going to be a great fight. Like, definitely. well, Crawford's undefeated. He's got the elite footwork. He's got better precision punching, and he's got better counter punching. But like you said, Canelo hits harder. Can he handle? We have weight classes for a reason. And when you get hit by a guy who's 10, 15 pounds heavy, it doesn't matter how good of a technician you are. You're going to feel that weight. Weight matters, right?
Well, that's it. It all comes down to when, I think the telltale sign of this fight will happen when Canelo connects with that first body shot.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Maybe the first, second, or third round, that shot's going to come and Crawford's going to feel it. What does Crawford do at that point? Because Crawford, I don't, of all the people he's fought, what is he, 40-0 right now?
Who?
Crawford.
Crawford is
41, 40, 40-0.
Something 40, like that, yeah.
Yeah, right, between 40 and 1-0. He's not fought anybody with that kind of power. Never.
Well, no, because he's fighting a heavier guy.
But that's what I'm saying. But that power that Canelo has, guys in his own weight class that have been in his weight class, that have trained for his weight class, can't handle it, right?
If Canelo's able to hit him clean, the problem is that Crawford's a lot quicker and he's got the great footwork. And Crawford knows for sure he's a smart boxer. When you listen to Crawford talk, he doesn't always sound that smart. He's a little slow on the draw. That's just the truth of it. Maybe that's from all the headshots. I don't know. But
maybe he's smart just being from Omaha.
Yeah, he's smart in the ring, and he's going to be hard to hit. So
he's going to be hard to hit, but he's going to get caught, right? And I mean, again, this is the thing. But
it depends if he gets caught clean or get caught with his arm blocking out.
Right, but does the speed? Will his speed be affected by the weight?
I don't think so. So here's the betting odds. We got Canelo favored at -180, Crawford's +145. So Canelo is the favorite. If you want Canelo by decision, +115. TKO KO for Canelo +380. Crawford by decision +210. If you want Crawford by TKO or a draw, +850. Sorry, TKO or KO +850. Draws +1600. I don't. You know what? A lot of people are going to be taking Crawford for the TKO just because you put $100, you win 850. But let me break it down quickly here, and I'll give you my prediction. I've actually been kind of going back and forth on this fight. This is the edge that Canelo has. He's got the size and experience at 168 pounds. His pressure style and physicality in clinches could wear down Crawford, who's never fought above 154. Canelo's recent fight suggests he thrives in measured exchanges, leaning on opponents to sap their energy. So he's going to try to lean on them, like you said, he's going to hit him with the body shots. Can he lean on Crawford? Crawford is so quick and elusive. I don't know if Crawford's going to stay there and let him do that. We're going to find out. And this is the advantage that Crawford's going to have here. We're going to have him right here. Pull it up here. So many goddamn notes here, man. Sick. Yeah, so Crawford's got, like I said before, Crawford's got he's got the counter punching, he's got the elite footwork, and he's got the precision shots. He is so accurate when he hits. He knows where to hit it from great angles. So I don't think Canelo's going to be able to lean on him. And Crawford's not going to stand there and let him lean into the body shots, right?
But here's the other thing with, sorry, if I may really quickly, just talking about, the speed and stuff, but you got to keep in mind, we always talk about Canelo's footwork isn't the greatest, but from the waist up, that guy moves very, very well. So, I mean, you got to figure he's prepared for that as well. So I don't know, it might be harder for Crawford to kind of get to Canelo as well. So
also another thing nobody's really talking about, Crawford's ability to switch stances. So he goes southpaw, he goes orthodox.
Yeah.
That could exploit Canelo's struggles against mobile fighters. Canelo doesn't like a mobile fighter. So we're going to see that
with Laura.
We're going to see Crawford switch stances, and he's really fast. Crawford's not going to sit there and slug it out. He's going to switch his stances. He's going to do what Mayweather did to Bach. He's going to hit, and he's going to run. He's going to hit, and he's going to run.
Yeah.
And that will wear down the sluggish Canelo.
Well, okay. Fair play. But I also feel the more that Crawford starts moving, the more he's utilizing his speed, which is fair. I get that. I think this, again, I'm coming back to the weight. I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I'm like, okay, at some point, this weight's going to take effect. It's going to affect the speed. It's going to affect everything. Like like I said, he's had time to train. You can argue, yes, he's had time to prepare for this weight. He's had time to work things out. Everything is everything. I get that. But again, man, I'm sorry to be repetitive, but once you're in the ring, it's a whole different ball of wax, right?
Yeah. Here's my final key factors breakdown. I'll give my prediction. I've been going back and forth in this fight. I don't like either guy. I don't like Canelo, where he's cheated Triple D with the steroid stuff. I don't like Crawford because he makes up stories and lies about other fighters who's had better careers that he's jealous of. He accused them of steroids when they never failed drug tests. So both these guys are questionable characters. Great fighters, though. Here's the key factors. Canelo's power at super middleweight versus Crawford's adaptability. Whoever controls the center of the ring, It's either going to be Crawford with his angles or Canelo with the pressure. Likely dictates the outcome of the fight. Both rarely throw in high volume, so expect a technical chess match. So, like I said, they're going to stick and move, get out of the way. Final decision for me, I went back and forth. You would have asked me 2 days ago about a different decision, but I'm in the prediction business. I'm going to take Crawford, and I'm going to say I'm taking Crawford to win the fight. It's going to be a close fight by split decision.
I'm going Canelo decision, a unanimous. I just think at the end of the day, the weight's going to play a factor for Crawford. There is a reason for weight classes, and I did ask Lucas this. We did talk to him last week, and I specifically asked him, "Does the weight make a difference as a boxer being in the industry?" And he said, "Hell yeah." Like it makes a huge difference. There's a reason there's weight classes, right? And it's kind of ironic that about 3-4 years ago, I found an interview with Crawford saying that no, he would never move up that high because it just wouldn't work for him. So here he is going against what he said 4 years ago. He's up at 168.
Of course, dude. When you're 37 and you only got a few fights left, the money talks, right?
No, 100%. But it's just ironic that you're saying you're not going to do it because you know what the pitfalls are. So knowing what the pitfalls are, knowing all this, I just think at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I just think I'm not saying he's going to gas out, but I just think he's going to lose something with the weight gain. It's going to
you also have to remember though, Canelo's going to be chasing this guy around, and he's going to be switching stances, and that's going to wear Canelo down too.
It's going to wear.
Don't get me wrong, Canelo hits way harder. We're going for power versus speed and precision. What's going to win? I don't know. I really don't care who wins the fight. I don't like either guy.
Well, I
think Crawford wins. But let me give you what I made some notes here. Let me give you what the professional boxers are picking. They're the boxing world split 50-50. I just took a few names here. Here's expert picks. Boxing experts pick fighters for Canelo. Virgil Ortiz, Miguel Cotto, and Shane Mosley are saying Canelo. Amir Khan, Shakir Stevenson, Carissa Shields are all saying Crawford. So it's 50-50. It's going to be a fun fight.
Garcia, I also believe, is on that list who said Canelo.
There's a whole bunch. I just took a few off the top. But
yeah. But I mean, it's split. I mean, it's.
I just think that Crawford is so precise. He's going to switch the stances, and Canelo's never been hit from those kind of angles before.
Yeah.
So we're going to find out. It's going to be fun. I don't care who wins a fight. I just want to see a good fight. No controversy. Best match.
I get it. And that's what we want. When we look at this whole card, I think the undercard has more exciting moments built in for fans in terms of, moments. I don't think we're going to get moments per se in this fight. Like you said, both guys are very technical. They're not known to be very pressuring, high volume punching. So, I mean, this, like you said, is a chess match. That's why I said this kid, unless you're a boxing fan like you and I and other people that are actual fans, I think there are going to be a lot of disappointed people at the end of this fight in terms of, it wasn't that exciting. You know what I mean? So,
I hope not, but you're probably right. Like the Billy fight, the Boyachek fight, Callum Walsh, those could be the best fights.
Yeah. And then there's other fights that are happening earlier than that. These are just the fights that are going to be on Netflix. The rest of them are going to be on YouTube for free.
And hats off to Turkish and Dana White and Nick Khan for putting it for free on Netflix. Everybody has Netflix, so this will get the casual fans are going to tune in to watch Canelo. They won't watch Billy guys. They're going to tune in for Canelo. This is going to do
that final one, right? And it's perfect, man. It's Saturday. The weather isn't great now. We're starting to get into that season. I don't know what the rest of the country or the continent looks like, but I know it looks like it's going to be raining.
This is one of the fights where for the last 2 weeks, Canelo's got it, and then all of a sudden the last couple of days I've been thinking I mean, I'm not confident in the pick, man. Anything can happen, but I wouldn't put much money on it. But I just think Crawford's going to win a close decision. We'll see.
I think the other thing that helped me make my decision was the fact that Crawford's never had to go up in weight to fight, where Canelo has. Okay, granted, it was 175, but he still had to put on that weight to fight at 175.
Did you see that thing with Canelo doing swear words with that guy?
No.
This is a guy interviewed him, some random guy. He's like, "You're so funny how you swear," and then you got Canelo doing all these funny swear words, saying that F word and mother effer and stuff. It was pretty funny, man. And they did another thing, like rank your toughest opponents. It's like, Triple G was one of his tough ones, and like this guy was easy. So like he's getting a little more better with his English, and we're seeing more personality.
I remember I saw this one interview. They asked him like, "Is this your biggest fight?" He goes, "No, it's not my biggest fight." He goes, "It's not your biggest fight." I think it was what's his name? Max Kellerman was interviewing him.
I didn't
I
see
don't know
it.
if you see it. He goes, "Well, it's Netflix, world's watching this and that." He goes, in terms of that, yeah, it's a big fight. It might be one of my biggest fights, but in terms of actual guys in the
Opponents.
ring, opponents, no, this isn't my biggest fight. I think, in my mind, if Canelo could have one more shot at Lara, he would take it,
Hmm.
just to kind of, because what he won on split decision on that one, right? I mean, that could
Yeah.
have gone either way. But I'm just thinking, I think Canelo just has that experience. One, he's been in a stadium fights before.
Hmm.
Crawford hasn't. Yes, Crawford's fought a lot, and yes, Crawford's been in big fights,
Well,
but
I
he's
think no,
never.
no. When he fought Errol Spence, they fought at Cowboy Stadium.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, Crawford.
Yeah, Crawford and Spence is at. I'm pretty sure it's at Cowboy Stadium.
It was at Cowboy Stadium. You're right.
Yeah,
So
so
he
he's
does
been
have.
there.
He has the little stadium experience, but I mean, in terms of the big experience, it goes to Crawford in
No,
terms of
Crawford's not a big
psychology.
pay-per-view draw at all.
Right. It goes to Canelo in terms of the psychology. I give the edge to psychology to
Mm.
Canelo all day. He knows what Crawford is going through in terms of getting to 168.
Hmm.
Right. I mean, is it easy? This is a question I'd love to ask the next time we have someone on. Is it easier to go up in weight and be prepared, or easier to cut weight? You know
It
what I mean?
depends on your body and how old you are.
Yeah. Right. So, I mean, 168 is where Canelo lives, right? So I mean,
Mm.
he's there. He works at that weight for most of the time. I think maybe 170 is his walking weight, 180, if
Probably about
that,
180.
right? So I mean, it just I don't know. You know what? You're
Fun
saying
fight.
Crawford, I'm saying Canelo.
Yeah, be a fun
Beautiful.
fight, man.
We
I
got the
hope it's
card.
exciting. I don't like either guy personally.
Yeah.
Both are amazing fighters. Both are all time. Canelo's an all-time great. Crawford is too, I guess. So I just want to see a good fight. Best man wins. I just don't want any controversy. If Crawford wins, fine. If Canelo wins, fine. I don't care. Just no controversy.
Here's the other thing. We already know how divided communities are when it comes to Mexican fighters and to the African
Yeah.
American fighters and to the white fighters and to the Asian fighters and to the, you know what I mean? So I'm almost curious, are we going to get better fights in the crowd?
They're gonna have tight security there.
No, I'm sure they will, but I mean, if you're in section 302, right in the middle, something could break out, right? I mean, I'm just kind of curious to see how that's going to play out as well, because this fan base is very divided too. You're
It's
having
gonna
a
be it's
lot
gonna
of.
be a mostly a more pro Canelo fight than it'll be for Crawford.
It
This is
will. I
Canelo's
mean,
backer.
we're also, was it? It's Mexican. It's Mexican Independence Weekend too.
Is it this weekend?
Yeah. Well, Canelo only fights on Cinco de Mayo and Independence Day,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So this is a huge Mexican and Latin community event as well. So
Mhm.
it should be interesting how this crowd plays out as well, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just looking forward to the atmosphere. I'm looking forward to the production. The fights are a given. I'm already into it. I'm just kind of,
Yeah, it's a good card. Pretty good
yeah,
card.
I'm looking forward to the production, and Netflix so far has done a good job on what they've done. I just hope they
Netflix
don't,
has Netflix has some of the best writers in the world and some of the best production in the world. Look at some of the shows they've created. They know what they're doing. So, like you just said, the production value is going to be 10 out of 10.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to, like, you look at the crew that's involved with this. You got Max Kellerman, out there as well. Great to
Mhm.
see him back in the action. I can't remember off the top of my dome who the commentating team is, but just everything I've read and seen, I'm looking forward to this, man. This
Great
is a
question.
cool
Of
time.
all the hours I put into research, I didn't research who's commentating. It's hard to say. That's a
Yeah,
great
but I
question.
mean, I know Max Kellerman's a part of this. I know. Oh, you know who it is? I think it's John Anik. They're bringing in the
I hope not.
UFC guys. I believe so. Double check, man. But I think it's John Anik. I
Oh
think.
man,
Am I right?
you're right.
It's
And
John Anik,
Kellerman. I
right?
don't like that. With Andre Ward.
With
I don't
Andre
like that.
Ward.
No.
Well,
John
let's give
Anik
it a
is
shot. Give it a
no,
shot.
no, I know. He's a great commentator for UFC. But when you got Jim Lampley, I know you can't have Todd Grisham. I know you can't have Joe Tessitore because they're on different. Well, you could have Joe Tessitore. He's part of TK. Why isn't he not out there? He's
Well,
taking time off for college football, right? For
well,
WBs.
no, it was amazing, right? Like I didn't expect to see him on Saturday morning. I turned on the
And
TV.
I get it.
Like,
This is
hey.
Dana's boy. Dana's like one of the main promoters here.
Oh,
I never looked into the commentating. I should have. But yeah, it's John Anik, Max
John
Kellerman.
Anik.
Well, they'll do a good job. No, maybe they're great.
Yeah. Well, I like Anik because he's not over. He doesn't overextend. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but he's fine for UFC. But like, I'd rather hear Todd Grisham, Joe Tessitore. I really like Todd Grisham, and he's such a nice guy to the show. Every time that I praise him on X, He hits a like button. Thank you, brother. So he's definitely aware of us. So
we should get him on one of these days, man. We should
I
really
messaged him and never responded, but he knows of us because 2 times he's done that. He's a great commentator, man. I really enjoy his work.
No, I do, man. And you think about his humble origins from the WWE. He never really called anything in the WWE. He was more of a backstage presence.
Yeah.
You look at the guy now, you would, if I didn't tell you he was a part of WWE in the beginning, no one would believe you. Right? So, all right, guys. Great card here. We got New A on Sunday. We got this card is here as well. Also, we have a great card over in the UK to start off the day. So, I mean, holy smokes, man. This Saturday is one of those Saturdays where you start at 10 in the morning and you go till about 10 at night. I mean, this is a boxing fans Sunday football day, right? And then, so I think a lot of men have to decide here, are we going to watch boxing all day? Or are we going to pick and choose because we got football all day Sunday too?
For me, I'm not too worried about the UK card, to be honest. I'll watch a bit of it, but I'm going to watch college football.
Yeah.
Well, I got hockey. My kids got hockey, but then, the big fights at night and then a new way for sure. I will pay attention to the UK card, but if you give me that UK card, it's good. It's not great. You give me some college football. I'm sorry. I'm going to watch college football, do the boxing later. I mean, I'm still going to be doing like 6 hours of boxing this weekend. It's pretty good. 10 hours is pushing it.
Yeah, no, for sure, man, for sure. All right, brother, man, anything happened in the world of boxing history or Canadian history?
Boxing history. Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker was robbed of the victory as he made his first title defense of the WBC welterweight title when he fought a controversial 12-round majority draw with Julio Cesar Chavez at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio in 1993. Whitaker had gone through lightweight and junior welterweight, and quickly after winning a welterweight title, Whitaker signed a showdown with Chavez, the popular and exciting Mexican warrior. Big controversy. I actually watched this fight a couple days ago before I was going to come out here and read it. It had 65,000 people. There was a huge fight, and Sweet Pea won. He got robbed. It wasn't a majority draw. He won the fight.
Well, I mean, San Antonio pro-Mexican crowd. You're talking Chavez, of course.
Yeah, and then nothing really happened in Canadian history. But like I posted a picture in the X group, in our WhatsApp group. This gave a shout out to local Vancouver, BC legend Freddie Steele from 1940. It's a great picture. Yeah. I got some big Vancouver boxing stuff I'm trying to work on here, but it takes a lot because there's not many Vancouver boxing historians around. There's a couple. So I'm digging through some archives, and my buddy who's 75 is trying to give me a hand with some of that, and we'll see what I can put together.
Awesome, man. Looking forward to it. All right, brother, man, let's wrap this baby up. I know you got to go do your prediction thing. So we'll wrap this up here and get a move on. So my name is Bobby Sampson. His name is Mr. Chance Michaels.
And the words of the great AC/DC, those that download, like, and subscribe to the podcast, we salute you.
We do salute you guys. We have a great weekend of boxing here. So make your plans, get everything ready, have your snacks, be happy. Just remember, if you're going out to watch it, be responsible, get a ride home. Don't stop having fun. Just make sure you get home safe so you can wake up tomorrow morning and watch your team play football, man. That's all we ask for you. And more importantly, just be there to wake up for your family. Secondly, guys, never give up on your dreams. Work hard. Keep pushing the limits. Do not let anyone deter you away from what you want to achieve. Because if you do, you'll never achieve anything. Very simply put. Samp and Chance are out.